Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube family? Going on with y'all out there? Everybody chilling. Wait for a few people to come in, then we're gonna start with the stream. Today's topic: legendary music executive gatekeeper Clive Davis has passed on a few days ago. The guy who is responsible for discovering Whitney Houston, Aerosmith, Earth, Wind, and Fire, allegedly Diddy's mentor, and other things. Okay. Okay. Who distribute Bad Boy Records has passed away at the age of 95 years old. Passed away in his home in Manhattan, New York City. And I make sure y'all hit the like button. Hey, KT, what's going on with you? Thanks for coming. Uh-huh. Okay. KT is my newest moderator out there, y'all. So she will be moderating the chat. What the link isn't what link, KT? Hold on. What link you talking about, KT? My stream yard. What you mean my stream yard? I'm not doing no panel, KT. I'm not doing no panels. The link you dropped is to get the StreamYard. Is to get the StreamYard for their channel. Hold up. Nah, I don't have. I don't got that link, KT. I think you're able to do that when you're a mod. I don't have a link. Hey, Jose, what's going on with you? Hey, Mahogany, what's going on with you? Nice to see you. Oh shit. She can now. The topic is Clyde Davis, record executive. I don't know if you know who it is. Clyde Davis is the record executive known for discovering Whitney Houston, Earth, Wind and Fire, who was alleged Diddy, who was Diddy's alleged mentor and other things. Passed away a couple of days ago from at the age of 95 in his Manhattan home. I wanted to hear your thoughts on what are your thoughts on him and his legacy and his passing. If y'all know who he was a big gatekeeper and music executive in the music industry. Yeah, Mahogany. What are your thoughts on? Because there's been a lot of mixed reactions on social media, especially his ties to Diddy. Jim, they already talk about should it be a surviving Clyde Davis doc? Because there's a lot of mystery surrounding a lot of artists. Deaths are surrounding him, including Whitney Houston's and Janis Joplin, Angie Stone, Luther Vandross. KT said Whitney always said his name. Yep. He discovered Whitney. He basically controlled Whitney's entire career. He picked out the image, the songs she sung. The big gatekeeper. He was a big gatekeeper. He helped funded Diddy's Bad Boy Records. He was Diddy's big mentor and alleged other things. Clive Davis was part of the Alphabet Group. He came out. He came out a couple years ago as a bisexual. And in his book, in his autobiography, he talked about alleged romance when in this, with an inspiring, charismatic young African American music industry mogul back in the '90s. We all know who that was, allegedly. Hey TT, what's going on? TTC say, "Oh, Clyde Davis, good, good, good written." Yes, TT, I was just talking about him. Big gatekeeper, Clyde Davis, discovered Earth, Wind, and Fire, Whitney Houston, and he was alleged Diddy's mentor. Hey Jamie, what's going on? I still haven't fixed on that Discord thing, but I will get on there when I get the time. But how you doing? TT said he exploited your peoples. He exploited Janis Joplin. He exploited Aerosmith. He discovered the Rolling Stones too. He discovered other people too. For the past like 30 some odd years, yeah, he been involved heavily in black music. Eh, Going through a hard time, but I miss you. I miss you too, Jamie. There's been mixed reactions online. They saying should they be surviving Clyde Davis series? Jermaine Dupri, music producer, was talking about that he should be honored at the BET Awards tomorrow night. And they don't drag his ass on social media for that. TT said a lot of AAs, but hey Fulana. Mahogany. I don't have the stream yard. You can't come up because I don't got the stream yard. So you don't got to worry about that. But the crazy thing is, back in the day in the '70s, because I was looking Clyde Davis up, the whole reason why he even got a second chance at the music industry doing black music for the last 30 years. Back in the day in the '70s, Clyde Davis got when he discovered Aerosmith and the Rolling Stones, he got kicked out of the music. He got kicked out of Columbia Records because he was with Sony. He got kicked out of Columbia Records in a embezzlement in a payola scandal. Instead of okay, a lot of people got locked up and arrested on it, but he was able to escape charges, obviously, because he's part of the J people, allegedly. And he just resigned it. He just resigned from Sony Records. That's what I don't see in the that's what I don't see in some of the media outlet. Like they just ignored that part. They just ignored the payola scandal he had. And but the rumor he had a party the night Whitney died, and he did not cancel it when he heard. Yeah, he didn't. As a matter of fact, they were partying while she was drowning in the bathroom. Fulana said, "What's the J people?" Fulana, you know who's the J people. Not only is he part of the J people, he's part of that alphabet group. He's a part of two powerful groups. Jamie said, "Irby, long time, true, real one." Thank you, Jamie. Mahogany said, "Also, a lot of artists say he's a creep, especially with men." Of course, Mahogany, he was part of the alphabet group. He allegedly him and Diddy had something going on with each other. He word on his feet. He introduced Diddy to them Diddy parties. What's going on, D? Fulana said, "Say, Irby, say with your chest." I'm just gonna say the alleged alphabet people. Okay, the alleged J people. That's all I'm gonna say. Yep, he exploited and dabbled with boys. Allegedly, I'm not gonna go with. D said when Clyde Davis got to hell, the devil welcomed him with open arms. True, D. I heard Dee crying, and when Dee found out about the news, Dee was crying in his cell that his mentor done passed on. And Mahogany said, "Look at you with the teeth." You know, I try my best. He did, Irby. He was a nasty man. But can we? I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate a little bit. Y'all don't think there's no good that came out of Clyde Davis' life and legacy? I mean, he did discover Whitney Houston. That was good. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be no Bad Boy Records. I mean, there wouldn't be no Biggie or Faye Evans on 112. So y'all don't think there's anything good came out of it? Came out of his legacy? Okay. Well, he did discover Earth, Wind, and Fire. Fulana said they really didn't cover it on the news. Katie said Whitney could have been discovered one way or another. True, true. TT Juju said nope, he didn't discover Whitney. He just got credit for it. Fulana said, LOL, we still listen to R. Kelly. Well, I don't listen to R. Kelly. I, But when "Step in the Name of Love" does come on, when I'm somewhere, I do start stepping. I do start stepping. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I hear "Step in the Name of Love" somewhere, I do start stepping. But I don't go listen to him personally. I do start stepping. TT said Irby stepping. Polana say Irby ain't nothing wrong with a little bump. I mean, "Step in the Name of Love" was my favorite, one of my favorite songs. So I ain't gonna lie to you. But Fulana, you're right. They gloss over all over the bad stuff he done did, because that embezzlement, with basically he stole money back in the day, and the payola. And I don't like payola. I think payola is cheating and rigging. That payola scandal, they kind of ignored that part out of his legacy. Why he got fired at Sony Records in the '70s. He was in. I was in diaper. All right, all right, all right, all right. Fulana said, Irby, how old was you when it came out? I don't even think I was born yet when that song came out. We talking about Bump and Grind? I don't think I wasn't born yet when that song came out. And if it came out in the late '90s, I was a baby. Yeah, I got jokes. Yeah, I got jokes. Yeah, I got jokes in the chat. Yeah, but that payola shit, which basically they started, Clyde Davis, um, Dick Clark, they all started that payola shit back in the day. Which that shit still exists to this day. When you think about all of these people, like that lawsuit Drake was doing, basically he was talking about how they did payola for Kendrick. Nas accused it Hot 97 back in the day of payola for Jay-Z. He accused Angie Martinez of them of payola. So payola still exists. TT said, "Oh, bueno." It still exists, but it exists in other ways. I think the Spotify, all those bots and all this other shit, that's some form of payola. TT say in her Cuban accent. You got a Cuban accent? Or you got a New York accent? Oh, but anyway, Jamie said we love old school. I read it that way. Yeah, I got jokes up in here. But I try to look at the good and the bad and the ugly out of everything. I think there's some good that came out of Clyde Davis. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be around him if I wanted to be in the music industry, but TT said in Spanish, it depends, but since you don't understand it, it don't matter. Okay. Hey, Candy, what's going on with you? Oh, Fulana said he had all he had was money and connections. Other than that, he wasn't a great person. No, he wasn't. In my opinion, he was greedy, exploitive, predatory. He pick and choose. That's what I don't like about gatekeeper. That's why I put gatekeeper in the title. He gatekeep who he put on, who he spend money on, who he doesn't. Like when you think about, he choose it to he choose it Alicia Keys over India Irie. When he started J Record, he had Alicia Keys and he had India Irie. He promoted Alicia Keys more than India Irie. He made Alicia Keys probably was going to be the next Nora Jones. That's what I don't like about gatekeeping. Full honesty, I'm sure he had a life insurance policy on Angie Stone. Hmm? Oh, we're going to the conspiracy theory now. He know Alicia was the money maker. True, true, true. Colorism does play a part in that too. I would say they equally talented. India sings way better than Alicia Keys. Monty said, "I know you better pull up to mine, sir." I will pull up to yours soon, Monty. That's what the record executives do. Get policies crazy. Well, think about it. It's their workplace, so it makes sense. Yep. Hold up. TT said, nah, Alicia is better. Alicia Keys the better. No, overall, when it comes to musicianship, I say yeah, but you think vocally Alicia Keys is a better singer than India Arie? Monty, India Arie. If you heard of her before. India Arie versus Alicia Keys. TT said no, Alicia Keys was the better artist overall. All right. I'm trying to be unbiased here because Alicia Keys is my little crush out here. She's still my little crush out here. Despite the rumors of Alicia Keys. She allegedly she's part of the alphabet group too. Okay. TT said Alicia likes allegedly. All I know is she's married to Swiss Beats. Okay, and they got a happy marriage allegedly. Okay. She's the stud. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Lord, I had to stroll. I'm followed too many people. Yeah, something. Yeah. These are alleged rumors from Alicia Keys, all right? Yeah, yeah, true. But I do find it a little odd. Angie Stone's passing. She passed it like a couple of months after D'Angelo's death. And it was a car accident while she was touring. And she was on Vlad's interview, and she was doing an interview on Vlad when she was gonna expose some people in the music industry. Who she was talking about? I'm gonna post that on my wall. The interview she did with Vlad. Yeah, Moni. She said she was gonna expose some people in the industry. I don't, I don't want to sound like no conspiracy theories, but I'm just saying. Yeah, Jamie. Car accidents are no joke. She say it's crazy. She exposed that record label. I just find it suspicious. Yep. She did an interview with Vlad not that long ago before she passed on. I'm gonna post it on my wall after this. Every time when they're about to release something, that's when they just something happens to them. I'm just saying. It's kind of like Prince. When Prince or Michael Jackson was about to expose something, all of a sudden something happened to them. They done got that. She said something about a diesel truck, and they got hit by a diesel truck on the highway. She did a video on her channel. Yeah, TT, check it out. Kelly Price need to calm her ass down too, because I see she's trying to expose the industry too. Yeah, Angie Stone was talking about. She was gonna talk about how the- Luther. She was gonna talk about Luther Vandross's relationship with Clyde Davis. Now there was some things going on between them, allegedly. I don't know. Prince got all his rights to his catalog, then all of a sudden he died of an elevator. Yep. TT said, "Yep." Kelly's been. Hope not. Hope. All this shady shit going on in the music industry make people don't want to. Makes me think. You got people turning people out in the music industry. You got casting couches going on in the music industry. People harassing women and men. Oh hell no. Tiki said, "I remember I said that earlier. It's not a coincidence, in my opinion, that Clyde Davis was a crooked. But I have Whitney Houston. I have a Whitney Houston interview where Clive said he continued to party downstairs while Whitney was dying. He was, and look what happened when Wendy Williams. I feel bad for Wendy. Wendy know all the dirt. Wendy know all the tea. Wendy Williams. Okay. KT said, "Yeah, that's crazy." She exposed two of the big dogs in the music industry, Clyde and Diddy. Yep. Where you think Diddy learned it from? All them damn slave contracts. I'm surprised L.A. Reid is quiet. You know, L.A. Reid done got me too'd. L.A. Reid done helped out Clyde Davis done helped out Clyde Davis done helped out L.A. Reid and Babyface started LaFace Records back in the day. And L.A. Reid got some shady business practices with TLC, Tony Braxton, and he got me too'd. Money said, "Oh Lord, I'm running late. LOL. Let me get this live up." All right, Money, I catch you over there. But TT, I wanted to ask you this. Since we brought this up on we brought this up on your stream one time about gatekeeping. Don't you think it's less gatekeeping now than it was back then? Back then, you couldn't get you couldn't get your foot in the music industry unless you came through Clyde, Diddy, Tommy Mottola, all of these guys. If they didn't rock with you, there was no way you was gonna be in the music business. Right now, today, you don't need them anymore. You don't really need them anymore. You, if you want to get your music out, you got the internet. The Jamie's Cowboys. Yep. Hey, but back then they were the gatekeeper. Back then they was doing all of that shit. They had power. They did the casting couch. They did all that shit. KT say people quick to fill their places. Yeah, there's some of them already filling in. You still got Leanne Cohen over there. You got allegedly. You still got the Leah Corwins. You got Lucian Grange. They're J people too. you, you still got Tommy Mottola out there. Still got Jay-Z out there. Fulana said maybe that's why Rock Nation changed and adds a sports management. Could be. You think he gonna be? I don't think he gonna be successful in a sports managing part. All right, because I've seen that before. I seen that in a documentary. Master P tried to do sports management one time. He don't fucking failed at that shit. But who knows? But Fulana, what you think? You think gatekeepers are still needed in the in this day and age, or you don't need them no more? You got if you want to get your music out there, you want to get your career. You got your phone. You got TikTok. You got YouTube. As a matter of fact, they're looking to get people on social off of social media. Hey, Windshine, what's going on with you? How you doing? Fulana say they old and locked up. I mean, it is a little different. You don't really need them anymore. You don't really need the gatekeepers anymore. You know it's crazy when you got somebody that that Ice Spice can make it in the music. Ice Spice is in the music industry. That's some shit you can see. You wouldn't see that probably back then. If she's an Instagram rapper. She's an Instagram influencer turned rap artist. That's a good example that you don't really need gatekeepers anymore because she ain't got no talent. Jamie's Cowboy said, Irby, I promise I'll be back around. I miss you. Just too many trying to. All right. All right, Jamie. You got Young Miami. Well, that's another story. Young Miami. She was with Diddy, but but that's another story. It's okay, Jamie. I got you. Fulana say Young Miami's voice irritates. Oh, tell me about it. Imagine hearing that 24/7 here in Miami. I don't even need you don't even need her music to hear that voice all day. You don't even need to hear that voice all day. You don't even need music. Oh, you add music with it is more terrible. But damn. Fulana laughing. Oh God. Fulana say just go to public. I go to Publix, all right. Oh Lord. I hope y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Hold up for a second, y'all. Hold up. Better give me a bottle of water, y'all. My bad. Y'all share my channel. KT, share me out. TT, share me out. I want to be here for a little while. Fulana, share me out too. KT said, no, I don't. Damn it. What the hell?
Did you take my food from outside?
Fulana said I'm distracted. I live near the Columbias and they outside. All right. Fulana say, and who am I sharing to? I ain't got no friend. All right, all right. But share it out anyway. KT said, no, I don't. You should see it. Let me see. Fuck. Fulana, your subs will see it. Fulana said, do I got subs? Yeah, you got subs. But I wanted to ask you that. So you think that all the old heads in the music, all the old heads are in the music industry are dying out. All the old heads in the music industry are dying out. You think this is a wrap? There ain't gonna be no more Clyde Davis out there. Ain't gonna be no. Thank you, KT. Solana said, as they should. You know, Russell's in Bali. But like I said, you don't really need them, and they still there, they still around, but you don't really need them like you used to. You got social media now. You can get your music out there now. If you okay, you can okay, you can do a bunch of skits online. You don't even really need these executives anymore. I mean, they still control the money part of the industry, but you can negotiate that if you got a good manager. Hiding from SA charges. They all got. That's another thing. They can't do none of these weird, allegedly humiliation, harassment, casting cow shits now like they did back then. They all getting me too now. It's a little different now. Solana, don't you know? Yeah, I used to rock to Russell Simmons back then. In the North, in New York, in New Jersey, Russell Simmons was the man out there. Russell Simmons, Diddy, Trump, they all was the man. They was the king of New York, king of New Jersey back then. Now y'all acting like y'all don't rock with them no more. Fulana said, "No, you said it right, New York." Fulana said, "These people in the streets, I don't know if they're happy or they're fighting." I mean, they should be happy if they're winning. KT said, "We didn't even rock with Trump back even then. Bankruptcy, Orange Man, Slumlord Trump. Yep. All right, all right. I guess New Jersey didn't rock with him. My bad, y'all. But New York, they rocked it with him. I don't like how the people in New York are a little fake now. That they act like they didn't rock with Trump before. Trump was one of those guys too. He hung out with Clyde Davis. He hung out with Diddy. I heard he's still thinking about pardoning Diddy, even though Diddy's about to get out pretty soon. Trump got, and even Trump got, he been involved in some of these parties too. I heard the Russians got him on tape. His golf course land was messing with people's homes and flooding and all kinds of shit. KT says, I heard. KT says, oh please let them release any and all of Trump's behavior because he dug up the ground to hide things. Yeah, crazy man. That's something else. Polana say fingers crossed. Hey Gigi the Bushwashers, what's going on with you? Chilling? Polana said his ex-wife buried there. Allegedly. Allegedly. Yeah. Gigi, we were just talking about Clyde Davis. I don't know if you know who Clyde Davis is. Clyde Davis was the record exec gatekeeper who discovered Earth, Wind and Fire, Whitney Houston, and he was Diddy's alleged mentor and other things. He done passed on a few days ago. He was 95 years old. Okay, accompanied by his helper and companion, some 25-year-old. What's going on with you, Josh? Chilling? Yes, salute. Katie said, Gigi, hello, come out the bushes. No, she is. That's some crazy shit. They live a long ass fucking time. 95 years old. He he outlived basically all his artists. He outlived that's the crazy part. He outlived all the people he allegedly is responsible of. You they have vampire blood. They outlive everybody. These vampires outlive everybody. Irby, I'm pretty sure Fulana is correct. Then they can't take the land away. Yeah, true. He tried to do that shit down here in Florida. He tried to do the eminent domain shit over here, but luckily the court stopped him. KT said, "What's the old saying? Evil never dies." True, true. Fulana said, "Now it's tax exempt." I heard that if you buried your one of your relatives in your backyard, it'll be it's a tax exempt. That's crazy. That's some crazy shit. KT said you own a piece of land forever. True. Fulana said he didn't even dress up. You can see a patch of grass grow back. Y'all something else. Y'all something else. I mean, the rich and powerful, they all on Epstein's, they all on Epstein, they all on the Epstein files. Speaking of that, I heard somebody suing to get the Epstein files out. Okay, to bring them out with no retractions. Everybody names should be on it, but the victims' names should be covered. Somebody suing the Justice Department to get the Epstein files out. Okay. Uh, Trump lawyers are trying to get his name redacted, but it ain't gonna work. Fulana said everyone knows what it is, what it says already, but ain't doing ish. I mean, let's see. I try to be devil's advocate. I'm trying to see. I try to be in the moderate. Fulana said we have nothing but distractions. Yeah, social media is one of them. That's the good and bad in social media sometimes. Like keep it real. Even though I'm keeping an open mind on this lawsuit, but it could be next week. You forget all about the lawsuit. They will do whatever. Joshua said they will do whatever it takes for those files to never be disclosed. I'm not hopeful the truth will come out. Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I'm leaning more to the side of it's never coming out, but I'm still hoping. Hey Jess, how you doing? Good to see you. 100% war, ticks, and UFOs. Fulana say, but the parts that did already sounds terrible. Yeah, it does sound terrible. The children being sacrificed, that shit is a little weird. Children being sacrificed. This is why I probably say I believe the conspiracy theories in Hollywood a little bit about people getting sacrificed. Katie said yes. Can you see how? Can you imagine how bad the other stuff is? Yep. The children being sacrificed alone is some crazy shit. Y'all make sure to hit the like button as y'all coming up. Cash App is on the screen. KT said, I can't believe those 70 something women found in the tunnels in the city haven't been spoken on enough. Yep. KT, I call it the media black, well, mainstream media. I'm calling it the media blackout. I'm surprised they haven't spoken on social media. If I didn't know any better, they probably paid those. If you don't see them come out and speak on their situation, they were probably, that means they probably got paid off. I have to learn how to turn the app blue. All right. Fulana said because the big J's are untouchable. The J people, Lord. Hey Gigi, hey Golden Goddess, how you doing? We live. Gigi, we were just talking about. You see the title on the screen. The Clyde Davis, music executive, gatekeeper, passed away the other day on Tuesday at the age of 95 years old. Complications from an old age. Clyde Davis is known for discovering the Rolling Stones, Aerosmith, and later on Whitney Houston, Angie Stone, and he was the mentor and the alleged other things of Diddy, and he helped to fund Bad Boy Records. Okay. And funded LaFace Records with L.A. Reid and Babyface. The gatekeeper, basically the gatekeeper of music, black music for the past 30, 40 something years. Mhm. Yeah, they say he was a bad guy, right? Oh yes, Gigi, who you think Diddy learned from? Remember, he was Diddy's mentor. Okay, and Diddy over here crying. I heard Diddy crying for him in jail right now. He crying about his passing. And he was alleged to be allegedly with Diddy. You know, he's part of the Alphabet Group and the J People. In his autobiography a few years ago, Clyde Davis came out as bisexual, saying that he likes both both of the sexes. He liked the women and men. And he said a few years ago in the 90s, he took an interest and fell in love with a young, charismatic African American up and coming promoter and executive at the time. And we already know who that is in the 90s. He got romantically involved with him. Clyde Davis low key wanted to expose Diddy a little bit. That is a bad that's a bad way to that is a bad way that is a bad example to keep to use that's bad code language. He wanted to low key expose Diddy a little bit. He's a young, charismatic African American promoter and up and coming music mogul. We all fucking know who that is. Okay, and you use this as an example as your coming out party, and we already know the rumors on Diddy. He low key wanted to expose Diddy a little bit. Just say fucking Diddy. Okay, he say young. We already know who that was. Okay, see, because when he hooked up with L.A. Reid and Babyface, they were a little older already. Gigi said, "Oh man, yeah, he was." He helped funded 15 million dollars. He helped funded. Diddy started Bad Boy Records. Damn, that's a lot of money. And Diddy went on to sign Biggie, Faith Evans, 112, and they became one of the hottest hip hop labels in the 90s and 2000s. Now, Gigi, they got mixed reactions online. They talking about on social media. They say, should they be a surviving Clyde Davis series? And then you got Jermaine Dupri talking about he should be honored at the BT Awards. They was dragging his ass. Thank you, KT. He was the gatekeeper. Y'all make sure to hit the like button. But Gigi, I'm over here trying to play a devil's advocate a little bit. I'm trying to figure out some good things Clyde Davis done did. Hey, KT said, how old was Clyde Davis? He was 95 years old. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers live a long ass time. They got vampire blood. Literally, he got vampire blood. I guess he sucked the life out of all these people, allegedly. So, yep. And 95 years old. They asked him about it. You know, the crazy part, the crazy part with all he did the same shit Hugh Hefner did with, you know, they asked Clyde Davis about Diddy a few months ago. They asked him about Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis don't pull the old Alzheimer's trick. They asked him Clyde Davis a few months ago. They asked him about what you think about Diddy. Clyde Davis he act like he couldn't remember who the hell that was. He pulled the. They all pulled the old ass Alzheimer's chick. Oh, I don't remember shit. He did what Hugh Hefner did when they asked Hugh Hefner about Bill Cosby. Yeah, yeah, G. They said Whitney was dying. I think downstairs, drowning while he was having the Grammy after party, allegedly. Anna Nicole, KT. What about Anna Nicole? Mhm. Gigi said they all do that shit. Though. I hate that shit. Like the maniac, like he forgot about who the hell Diddy was, and he pulled that Alzheimer's trick, that old age bullshit. It kind of remind me what Hugh Hefner did with Bill Cosby. They were like, "What y'all think about Bill Cosby? What you think about what happened with Diddy?" They act like they don't remember shit. They got Alzheimer's all of a sudden. I thought that's who you were talking about instead of Bill Cosby. Hold up. No, you asked me how old Clive is, or you tell me Bill Cosby, KT. I don't want to get it confused though. You talking about Clive Davis, right? You asked me how old Clive was, or you tell me how old Bill is? Because I was using that as an example how these motherfuckers they introduce people, they all introduce people into their shit as their mentors. Once these ninjas get in trouble, they act like they don't remember what the fuck happened. No, when you started talking about who, yeah, KT, I was talking about Clyde Davis did the same thing Hugh Hefner did when they asked Hugh Hefner about Cosby when Cosby got in trouble. Clyde Davis did the same thing Hugh Hefner did when they asked him about Diddy. They all act like they don't remember shit. Yeah, KT, selected memory. Hey, Dreamy, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Yeah, Dreamy, we was talking about Dreamy, we was talking about Clyde Davis. Clyde Davis, music executive, gatekeeper, call him. He passed away at the age of 95 years old on Tuesday. Clyde Davis was known to discover Aerosmith, Earth, Wind and Fire, Whitney Houston, and allegedly he was the mentor. Well, he was the mentor of Diddy, and he was the alleged something else of Diddy. Okay, and he helped financed the Bad Boy Records, which went on to becoming one of the best-selling hip hop labels of the '90s and the 2000s. And he also helped founded LaFace Records with L.A. Reid and Babyface and Usher. Katie said, "We're trying to think of something good Clyde Davis has done." uh, Dreamy said, "Clyde had his hands in it all. And how old was he? He was 95 years old. He was 95 years old, Dreamy. He passed away in his home in Manhattan, New York City, with a caretaker and a companion. Some 25-year-old, 20, young 25-year-old guy. I guess he was a cougar too. I mean, Discover Earth, Wind, and Fire. I say that's something good, but they was gonna get discovered anyway. But Dreamy said he was gay. No, he was bisexual. A few years ago, in his autobiography, Dreamy, he came out as bisexual. Man, he said he's attracted to both men and women, men and women. Okay, and in the '90s, look at this, Dreamy. Always pay attention carefully. In the '90s, in his autobiography, in the '90s, he met and fall in love with a young, charismatic African American up and coming promoter and up and coming promoter and record mogul, charismatic. They got involved in a not only a musical relationship and also a little romantic fling for a few years. Guess who you think Dreamy was? Who was he talking about at that time? And this is Clyde Davis' autobiography. Clyde was low key dry snitching. I feel like bi people always prefer one gender over the other, low key. Could be. I mean, he chose to spend his remaining days with another guy. He said, was the one that went for Tupac? Nah. He wasn't the one that went for Tupac. You probably thinking about Quincy. You probably talking about Quincy Jones. That's another story. Quincy been done passed on. That's a whole nother story about Quincy Jones. Clyde Davis had a musical relation and an alleged romantic relationship with Diddy. He helped founded Bad Boy Records in the '90s, but allegedly he helped find he was in romantically involved in it. Uh, Dreamy said, "I be getting them all mixed up. They low key are all this." We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that. Dreamy. They all are old freaks. Quincy, Clyde, Hugh Hefner, and they all forget about shit when everybody's gone. When everybody gets in trouble, like Clyde Davis act like he didn't know who Diddy was when he got when when Diddy got in trouble. KT said, "How old is Bobby Brown?" I think Bobby should be in his. I think Bobby's a Gen Xer. Yeah, KT. I think Bobby's a Gen Xer. Dreamy said, Joe Jackson. What about Joe Jackson? Joe Jackson been passed on. KT said, "Do you think it was him with?" No. It was Diddy because Bobby is not a First of all, is a little older than Diddy, I think, and Bobby's not a he's not a he's not a record executive. That's what tells me that he was low key snitching on Diddy. You said the man. You said the man was a record mogul. A record mogul, like somebody who owned a record label. Okay, and before he was a record mogul, Diddy was a party promoter. That's why I said he did a bad example of coding shit. He low key dry snitched on Diddy. Moni said, I came to collect my funds." Uh, I don't know, Moni. Joe just like the rest of them. That's what I meant. All right. All right. Damn, Dreamy, you got smoke for Joe Jackson. I see you got a little smoke for Joe Jackson. Dreamy got a little smoke for Joe Jackson. There would be no Joe Jackson bashing on here. Thank you, KT. Joe wasn't shit, man. Joe wasn't shit, man. Yeah. I need to stop with the Joe Jackson back. Now, Joe Jackson. If it wasn't for Joe Jackson, it wouldn't be no. Nah, it wouldn't be no Jacksons. It wouldn't be no Michael Jackson without Joe Jackson. Oh hell no, Money. I know you ain't gonna disrespect Catherine Jackson. Like, you know what? We're not gonna even talk about this. We save that for another time. All he did was traumatize. Okay, we speak on this another time, but right now we ain't on. We're not on Joe Jackson. Whatever world Latoya goofy self lives in, be having me weak. Oh my god! But we ain't talking about Joe Jackson right now, y'all. Ain't gonna be no Joe Jackson bashing on here. Dreamy said he slept with it. Latoya was crazy back then, but we're not. I said what I said. All right, y'all. Y'all played too much. Now y'all want to get on Joe Jackson now. Dreamy said, I don't know enough about Clyde. Dreamy, how you don't know about Clyde, but you know all about Joe Jackson. You see, y'all just want to, y'all are disrespecting. I'm not going to sit here, y'all bad mouthing Joe Jackson, this great father who got his kids out the hood, who got his kids out the hood in Gary, Indiana. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say Joe Jackson was all the way great, but but Joe is more fun to talk shit about. Why is Joe more fun to talk? See, y'all have no respect for the fathers, man. Joe Jackson, better or worse, they're wrong as hell for having all them damn. Well, look, dreaming. Remember back then they didn't use birth control, and there were Jehovah Witnesses. That's against their religion to use birth control. But that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. Cheating as fuck. Yeah. Eh, I'm gonna do my review on the Michael Jackson. I'm on the Michael Jackson story. Probably this Friday, probably next week. He made all his kids hate how they look. That's why Michael did all those damn nose jobs. Joe was a little special back then. Remember, they came up in the 50s. They dealt with a lot of self hate. He was a little colorist, but that's another story. He was a little futurist, but that's another story. Gigi said he was horrific. He allegedly allegedly, but yeah, he did beat the shit out of those kids, but he did beat the shit out of them, but we're gonna have to talk shit, you know. We're gonna save Joe Jackson another story. The song "Ben" from Michael Jackson. Yeah, I liked that song. I like that song on KT. Dreamy said, "Let's talk about LeVar Ball." Dreamy, you've been attacking. Now you're going after LeVar Ball. You just want to attack fathers all of a sudden. LeVar Ball is a good man, and look what that woman done did. She done left him after how many years? He don't take care of that woman. Y'all just attacking fathers. KT laughing. See, fathers matter. You see, y'all feminists probably. Y'all are feminists. He was mean as a snake to that lady and those boys. Oh my god. Okay. Joe was a special case. Look, we're talking about a man that grew up in the 1950s. It was a little different back then for them. They were assholes back then. Okay. Attacking the nuclear family head at yes, you're attacking that nuclear black family. Um, yeah, KT said fathers matter. But Joe wasn't. Look, I don't condone what Joe Jackson did. Yeah, Joe was a little abusive. Yeah, he was a little colorist. Yes, he was a little futurist. Damn. He was shitty half of the thing. He exploited his kids. He was shitty 50, 60% of the time, but still, he got his kids out of the hoods of Gary, Indiana. Where would the Jacksons be without Joe Jackson? Where would those kids be? He raised 9 kids without no felonies. The men was Dreamy say the men was mad as fuck about Father's Day. I heard they didn't get shit by yeah, because they celebrate Father's Day more than they celebrate Mother's Day more than they do Father's Day. Mother's Day is always celebrated more than Father's Day. Hey Mo Love, how you doing? Dreamy say the Uncle Ruckus. Money say still singing. Yeah, all right. If you want to say, I'm good. I'm chilling, Molo. We're just talking about Clyde Davis, music executive, gatekeeper. I call him. Passed away at 95 years old from a couple of days ago in his house from an old age. Clyde Davis was known to discovered Whitney Houston, Earth, Wind and Fire, and he was the mentor and alleged other things of Diddy. He helped funded Bad Boy Records in the 90s that became one of the best-selling hip-hop labels and R&B labels of the 90s or the 2000s. Signed it Fate Evans, Biggie, 112, and Mace. Yep. Hit the like, y'all. Hit the like. Mo Love said hit the like. See, Mo Love think R.I.P. to Clive. So Mo Love, what are your thoughts on Clyde Davis? You thought okay, because I want was he a good guy? Was he a bad guy? Or was he both? Or was he both? Dreamy said, Fate errors, I mean Golden Goddess, where you at? He was partying downstairs when Whitney passed away. Yep, Moni, yep. Hey, Giorgio, what's going on with you? Chilling. We speaking on Clyde Davis, music executive, gatekeeper. One thing I'm gonna say this: the era of gatekeeping in music is gone, died a little bit. You don't really need gatekeepers now in the music industry anymore, or anywhere in the entertainment business, especially in music now. Nowadays, you got your phone. If you want your music heard, you got your phone. You got social media now. The era when you needed Clyde Davis, you needed Diddy to discover you, that shit don't exist no more. You need a Russell Simmons. Clive was partying with Ray J and Whitney. Yeah, he was. Mo Love said, from what I heard, he was pretty evil. They painted a picture he was a good. Yep, he was part of the he was part of the alphabet people. He was part of the J people. Dreamy, I'm cleaning while I'm listening. Golden Goddess. D said, "You right. Niggas ain't getting discovered at the karaoke bar or the club no more. The internet killed all of that." Yep. Georgia said, "If it was 20 years ago, one could get away with musically gatekeeping, but fast forward a quarter century later, the gatekeeping is not that." Yep. Joshua said, "I'm cleaning as well." Yeah. Clyde David's eyes were black as well. No life in his shit whatsoever. D, when you look at Diddy's eyes, you don't look at Diddy's eyes and you don't see how dark his eyes is. I'm telling you, he learned it from Clyde. But yeah, the the media scraped all the bad things he did, like that payola. Like he was involved in payola in the 70s. He was involved in embezzlement and extortion in the 70s. Oh, Clyde Davis got mafia ties also. They ignore all that part and they only talked about the good parts. How he got fired from Sony Records. To be honest with you, he started off as a rock and roll executive. When he got fired from Sony for the payola scandal, that's when he started coming into black music. He came into black music industry. That's when he hooked up and he started Arista Records with then he done hooked up with then he signed it Babyface, L.A. Reid, Alicia Keys, Angie Stone. These say A&Rs don't exist no more. Labels don't develop artists anymore. They literally sign dudes off the street. Yep. D, I was talking about when you have somebody like Ice Spice, who's an Instagram rapper. She went from Instagram to a rapper. You already know there's no more gatekeepers anymore. Say what you want with the gatekeeper. At least when they had an artist, you had to be talented. Now they wanted to exploit your ass, but shit. These say Ice Spice don't do nothing. Shows ass all day. Exactly. But she's more famous than somebody that's more talented than her. She has no talent, in my opinion. AI is KT say AI is going crazy. AI already in the Billboard music charts. You had a number one song that was an AI song. I'm gonna look it up and put it in my what? You already got AI music on the Billboard charts. That is some crazy shit. I don't fuck with AI and I don't fuck with AI music. Support our boy Irby. Okay, shout out to Joshua. If Brian Key sees that, I meant video generator. I mean, I'm gonna probably say there's some good things on AI. Probably like when it comes to like avatar, I would like to fix my avatar and put like a AI version of me. But as far as AI in general, I don't like it. I don't damn sure don't like AI music. It's fake and then it's uncreative. I think it's destroying music. Brian says it's not true AI yet. It's a it's a generator, Irby. I'm gonna do a topic on AI. I'm not really feeling AI like that. Oh, KT said because we still tell it what to do. True, true, true. Maybe that's gonna be the new gatekeeping AI. AI. but the internet leveled the playing field now. Okay. I can make a drill song right now. Tonight, I can make a drill song. It probably go viral on social media the next day. I'll probably try one day. Try to make a drill song. KT say AI is telling us what to do. Hey, KT, they even you even talking to AI when you filling out job applications. When you filling out job applications, you're talking to AI. Man, they got AI controlling on the web. You thinking you talking to actual somebody, but they programmed it. They programmed AI. You're talking to them while you doing applications. Crazy. Damn, it's been like almost an hour. Y'all still ain't got nothing. What y'all think? Y'all think is ever gonna be a? Because there's been a lot of documentaries out. There's been a lot of documentaries on Russell Simmons, R. Kelly, Diddy. Will we ever see a docu series on Clyde? I'm gonna wrap this up in a few minutes. What y'all think? Would it be a surviving docu series on Joe Jackson? For the Joe Jackson haters out in the chat. I'm not watching. If they make one, they're all the same. So Dreamy, if they make a docu series on surviving Joe Jackson, you're not gonna watch it? Because Casey said it will definitely be a discussion. Dreamy, after my stream, leave me a comment so I can mod you. Nope, I already seen the Jackson movies and and the interviews. Oh, you saw the movie? You went to go see the Michael movie? What you think about it? What you thought about it? Dreamy, what you thought about the Michael Jackson movie? Or you talking about the other movie, the Jacksons movie? Anyway, I'm about to. I'm not wasting my money to see the remake. Oh, so you talking about you saw the old one, you saw the Jacksons one. Katie says she haven't seen it yet. But anyway, y'all, about to wrap it up. It's been nice talking to y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank you, Dreamy, coming by, support it. Dreamy, leave me a comment so I can mod you. Thank you, Katie. Love you for modding. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you all of y'all. TT, Monty, Jose. All right, Dreamy. Thank you. Peace out, y'all. Y'all leave me a comment. Hit the like button. Y'all can hit me on the Cash App. Playback game, do y'all thing. And my final thoughts on Clyde Davis. Uh, he was, I'm gonna say he started off as a good visionary a little bit, but I will say yes, he was exploitive. He he was greedy. He was predatory, demonic. Part of the probably the main problems. He's probably one of the main. He's not probably. He's the one of the main problems you have in the music industry and in Hollywood in general. He didn't care about his artists. He all looked at his he all looked at his artist as a dollar sign. But anyways, rest Clyde Davis. I don't know what to say about him, y'all, but okay. He, he's I disagree with his my problem. I disagree with his lifestyle. I'm not a supporter of the alphabet group. But anyways, y'all hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Until next time, peace. Good night, y'all. Love y'all.